logistics for today. So a big thank you to Mrs. Crouch for having us this morning. Thank you. Yep, that's exactly it. You know, so if you have concerns about today, Mrs. Crouch is your person. All right, we are going to get started. Our first awards that we are going to we're going to present today are in partnership with Tri Kappa, and we are going to recognize our top 10%. And to help us do that today, we have Mrs. Rittberger is going to join me up on stage. Thank you.
Broken
Carpenter, and Caleb Hare. Top 10%, we noticed that quite a few students outside of that top 10% still had a 4.0 GPA. And so this year we created the Academic Excellence Award to recognize those students who have a 4.0 or higher in our middle school. So I'm going to start, we'll do the same thing where I'll call your name, come on up, and Mr. Leaf will have a certificate for you. Cyrus Brumfield, Olson Tebby, R.J. Catter, Quinn Smith, Cadence Smith, Ava Higginbotham, Braxton Carpenter, Peyton Aller, Caden Cassis, Hope Mula, Jaden Pearson, Olivia Henderson, Juan Lopez, Alexis Gillum, McKenna Comer, Emily Mumbauer, Connor Klauser, Kennedy Lancaster, Jenny Valdez, Ella Crawford, Kinsey Nunemaker, Layla Friend, Alexander Beeson, Austin Shea. I believe that this is, oh my goodness. Sorry. Chidelin Beach, Caden Halton, Miley Granson, Darcy Dunn. Well done, 6th grade. You guys are definitely doing well.
Like I told the kids. Hey, guys, number one, you're on camera. You sound like you. Okay? Hey, you do the back. Put it in your pocket. Hey, put it in your pocket. I don't want to see that.
Okay, now to recognize the 7th grade, we have Josie Butler, Avery McDonough, Ella Hare, Allie Hoover, Alexander Davis, Brooke Cochran, Evan Coe, Nathan Cherry, Brogan Ford, Lily Cloud, Grant Day, Noah Walker, and Jacob Cherry.
classes show themselves to be very outstanding and appreciative of their hard work. Just both people come up here, Caleb Farr and Serenity Huffham. So for my awards for this year, for PE, I think about more than just athletics. It's about sportsmanship and about how you act in class. Some of these are really good athletes that come in and just do what they're supposed to every single day. Some of them are in kind of a more difficult class, and they don't let the other things that are going on in the class affect them. They come in and have enthusiasm every day. So that's kind of how I made my decisions. For 6th grade, I had a boy and a girl. The girl is Kaden Smith. The boy is Owen Spidell. For 7th grade, I have Ava Wise and Joshua Despain. For 6th grade, we have Alexis Gillum and Zach Pemberton. For 7th grade, we had Emma Keller and Kaden Osmond. And for 8th grade, we had Sky Pratt and Brady Carpenter.
Aren't awarded just based on academics, but also because of attitude and enthusiasm. There are a lot more than just two. It was very hard to choose this year. But for 6th grade, the students I'd like to recognize are Trice Marsh and Gabriel Whittington. In 7th grade, Luca Ricana and Taylor Turner. And in 8th grade, Ashley Robinson and Hayden Carlisle.
Alright, so obviously was not here the whole year. For those of you that don't know, I'm Mr. wines. I will be giving out the business awards. I've been here for about 15 weeks now, so obviously have a limited pool to choose from, but in that time, found some very, very good students. For 6th grade, I've got Bentley Bowlander and Darcy Dunn. For 7th grade, Braden Jenkins and Avery McDonough. And for 8th grade, I have David Height and Brooke Nandrew.
based on their eagerness to try new things in the art room, their good behavior, and their ability to and willingness to share their creativity with others. So for 6th grade, I have Rihanna Anderson and Aiden Carter. For 7th grade, I have Joanna Marina Gonzalez and Grant Day. And lastly, 8th grade, I have Audrey Hoover and Carter Marshall. Oddly enough, for the last one, I figured that would get a big applause.
I have the pleasure of recognizing some outstanding students that participated in the agriculture program. We have the 8th grade Intro to Ag during 7th period, and then also the Exploring Ag. So I'm recognizing 2 7th graders and 2 8th graders that just kind of have really shown a passion for the industry and the desire to continue to move forward and explore a little bit more. And so for 7th grade, I have Dylan Achenbaugh and Lillian Cloud. In 8th grade, I was blessed with a tremendous group, and so picking any of them could have come forward, but there are just a few that stood out with that little bit of extra desire to grow and learn. Parker Faig. And this one I was a little worried about ever since coming to Tipton, seeing what it would be like. You know, kind of nervous having your own child, but what she does because she wants to, not because her mom drags her along. So Emily Hartley.
very, very difficult each year to select these outstanding students because we have so many outstanding kids in the school building, and it just gets more and more difficult to narrow this down each year. I'd like to notice the following students. They were selected to receive awards because of their positive attitudes, great work ethic, exceptional performance, and the desire to succeed while helping others along the way. For 6th grade, Kaden Smith and Quinn Smith. For 7th grade, Ella Hare and Ethan Seisler. And for 8th grade, Avery Bettner and Caleb Hare.
So, this has been an interesting year. Fighting COVID, wearing masks, social distancing, and you guys come a long way. I appreciate that we came through it together in the end, next to each other. I learned a lot myself, over the years being here, about working with each other, being kind, taking pride. My certificates are for those people in the engineering tech that showed that kindness to others, that worked hard, were enthusiastic, and positive attitude. For 6th grade, Pablo Paradis Lopez. And Brooklyn Young. For 7th grade, always positive attitude coming in, Ella Hare and William Wolford. Especially difficult choosing. We had such a great group of kids in 8th grade, and I really appreciate them. They came down to Sam Quigley, and Lacey Bittner.
uncertainty of what this year would be like, you were consistent in being respectful and kind. These characteristics will be beneficial to you in your life. A motto of a late friend of mine is, be kind, make a difference, and love everyone. We think you are on this path in your life. Even if you encounter bumps in your life, remember there is a reason. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. The 6th grade teachers agree it was difficult to select just 2 students for our subject awards. Attributes we considered while selecting these students were excelling academically, showing a deep interest in the subject, or consistently completing the expectations for the class, whether we were virtual or here at the school. When I call your name, please come onto the stage to receive your certificate. English honors class is Darcy Dunn and Quinn Smith. Also English and the general education is Ava Higginbotham and Pablo Paradas Lopez. Literature honors is Olson Tebby and Kai Beach. In literature general education, Genesis Valdez and Connor Klauser. The math honors class is Cyrus Brookfield and Jaden Pearson. Math general education, Kurt Grimmel and Hope Mullen. Science awards go to R.J. Catter and Berkeley Young. And the social studies awards go to McKenna Comer, and Aiden Carter. And now, before I head to the 2nd grade next year, would you please join me in my saying, and I know all the 7th and 8th graders know it as well, because I don't think I'm going to be able to teach this in the 2nd grade. Are you guys ready? Thank you.
This I'm giving out to a boy and a girl, and this young lady kind of had a bit of a struggle at the first semester, but she really picked it up the second semester, and she's done very well. So this award goes to none other than Ava Wise. And for the boy, this young man had, even though due to his disability, physical disability, that does not keep him from being a top-notch student amongst all the rest. So this kid, with his partner in crime, Mr. Murdoch, he has really been an inspiration to me, and his attitude, how he goes about every day, his positive attitude, on outlook on life really means a lot to me. So this goes to none other than Alexander Davis.
If they're being too loud, and I was just so thankful to have her. She's in my honors class, Brooke Cochran. And also in honors, this is an individual that is always mature. He is diligent in his work. He was a little bit nervous to do presentations, but yet he didn't let that challenge stand in his way, and he got up there and did it, and I was so proud of him. Grant Day. This is a girl who puts a lot of thought into her writing. I'm always very impressed with her work. Katie Martin. And a frequent person up here. He's smart, he's witty, he's great to have in class. His writing is on a very high level for 7th grade, and that's Alexander Davis.
Hello there, I'm Mr. Degler. I have 2 awards for general literature and 2 awards for honors literature. And we'll start with honors literature. And when we're considering these awards, not only are we looking for good students, but we're looking for good kids, people who lead by example. I think I've got 2 great kids in honors literature who are not only outstanding students, but outstanding leaders. And I'm excited to watch them continue to grow and learn as they get older. For honors literature, my award winners this year are Ella Hare, and Josie Butler. For general literature, again, looking for, you look at people who obviously do quality work, but we also look for, the good people. And I really think that we have 2 outstanding students in general literature to be our award winners this year. The first is Braden Jenkins. Our second is Emma Keller. this summer, all right?
First, I want to say, seventh graders, you made every day this year a fun and exciting adventure. And I want to thank you guys, every one of you, for that. That makes it hard every year to choose just 4 kiddos to give an award to, 2 from general math and 2 from pre-algebra. But I have to choose just 2 from each. So these awards go to kids who have shown tremendous excellence in math and ability to ask questions, to help other people, and learn from their classmates as well. In general math this year, those awards go to Katie Martin. And for pre-algebra, our 2 award winners are Josie Butler and Evan Coe.
All right. So we have 7th grade science awards. I had to pick 2 students. I wanted to pick 5 or 6, obviously. It's all been great. So thank you for giving me a great year. I'm going to start off with Brogan Bird. Both Brogan and this next person both just had positive attitude. They would go above and beyond their assignments, not for the grade, but just because they were so interested and they just really found that assignment or topic interesting. And the next person is Katie Martin.
Social studies for 7th grade. It's always an interesting year with social studies because we typically learn areas of the world that they're not very familiar with. So in choosing 2 students out of this, it's I look for not only the students who academically put the work in, but also students who make history come to life for themselves and kind of enhance the experience for their classmates. So first award for me is Evan Coe. And second award for me is Miss Taylor Turner.
6th to 8th grade. Grown tremendously from not loving doing work to getting everything done, having pretty good grades, and just completely turning around his attitude. So that goes to Gabe Gibson. And then the other one is for excellence. This student has just been very consistent in his achievement and his excellence and completing work and getting good grades, and that goes to Jordan Weitzel.
Okay, hello. I am Mrs. Whitehead, and I'm going to probably be up here for a little bit here, just because I have to give out the English awards as well. So I'm going to actually start with the English awards. For our general class, I'm going to give out the award to Lane Anderson. Although he has been virtual, he has been very, very attentive and emailing back and forth and trying to be the best writer he can. And so Ray Anderson will be getting the General English Award. For the general, for the girl for English Award, I'm going to be giving this to Sky Pratt. All right, for the honors class, starting with the girl for English, someone who's really worked at becoming a fantastic writer, using lots of great word choices in her writing, being very academic, and even words sometimes I have to look up myself because she's working so hard at having her writing be so advanced. It's very, very good. And this goes to Cora Brown. Writer from the start, and he has never ever turned in something that I have not been just so amazed with every time with his writing. So this one will be going to Kellen Hassan. General education class. This will be going to Abby Naden for being an awesome reader. She always has a book in her hand, and she loves talking to me about all the different choices that she throughout the year in our discussions over books, always is enthusiastic in class, and is paying attention, wanting to know more, and blew it away on his last test. Goes to Carter Marshy.
great questions. Always has a new book in his hand. Wyatt McCartney. I've been teaching here for 8 years and in this position for 4, and I probably have never met a girl who loves books as much as I do, and that's hard to beat. She's always asking for new recommendations. She's probably gone through all of my books in my classroom already, and I love talking books with her. So this goes to Ella Huffhand.
Honors, had you guys for a month, it's hard to decide, so I just kind of picked 2 that the quietest, which is a common theme in all my awards, so remember that next year, and then 2 years, quiet in math. My first award goes to Cole Rodenbaugh. Sorry, this is for the honor. Yeah, this is honors. I didn't say that. My second award, didn't even know he was in my class until the last test. He asked me 2 questions. So, second award goes to Dylan Rockwell. What a year. What a year. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. Hope you guys learned something. I know I won a lot. But 2 awards, again, for students. They just came in, kept their head down. They were quiet, very good in class. First one goes to Anna Moses. This girl had more questions about life than anybody I know. She always asked me how my day was. Valencia Pearson.
This group
from preschool and on, and I've been really impressed with the amount of growth and dedication to doing your best that you have this year, regardless of the circumstances. There are 2 kiddos that have just kind of risen to the top for me, always willing to help others, always willing to give their best, always a positive attitude, and always really wanting to know the why behind what we're doing. And so this year I'd like to recognize Kellen Hussong and Marissa Rutherford.
In social studies, I have over 35 kids with over an A+, so I can't give out 35 awards, but this class really did a great job with what we learned in social studies. But this particular award, for me, doesn't necessarily have to do with who had an A+, but who was excited about social studies. Would come in, and while I was maybe lecturing or showing a clip of some battle or war, they were interested, engaged, and had questions. And then often, if I asked a higher level question, they would be the first to have their hands up, and I'd be like, okay, let somebody else answer. So that's where I see people who are excited about our subject. I have 2 awards, but 1 name. The name is Huffham, Elle and Logan.
The students that are approaching the stage, they were selected at the beginning of this year and also last year. They were selected on scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. We have had an extremely busy year. Every month after initiation, we started with some type of activity, and we haven't stopped. As a matter of fact, last Friday was our last activity. At the beginning of the year, we started collecting and donating over 325 blankets, brand new blankets to Miller's Mary Manor. We're very proud of that venture. This was the first year, too, that Honor Society came together with another organization, FFA, and again, it was an outstanding activity for all. Each student that was standing on this stage completed 3 hours of volunteer service. They volunteered their time at places like Good Shepherd Food Pantry, Second Blessings, Salvation Army, and the Senior Citizen Center. We also provided Tipton Middle School fundraiser on Valentine's Day. We sold Crush and cake pops, and that was outstanding. We also had a canned food drive through the Tipton Middle School, where we collected over 1,500 items for the Good Shepherd Food Pantry.
And again, last Friday, we were planning and organizing for it. I think probably what everybody up here will remember is Kindergarten Play Day. We had a blast. We provided activities and we provided prizes for kindergartners. We just had an outstanding year. And the thing that I talk about a lot is giving back to your community and giving to others. And I feel like each and every person standing on this stage has understood that concept and has shined through all of our activities this year. So the 7th grade class, as they're passing out their certificates, you guys are going to be returning next year and you'll be our leaders of this organization. I really look forward to another great year. And I'm going to go ahead and name their names at the very end. We'll go ahead and applaud. But our 7th graders this year were Josie Butler, kind of want to wave, Jared Cheek, Bert Cochran, Evan Coe, Lily Cloud, Alexander Davis, Grant Day, Ella Hare, Braden Jenkins, Isaiah Mahaney, Cadence Martin, Avery McDonough, Nick Nasser, and Noah Walker. I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to look over here to my 8th grade class. This is a very special class. They have grown tremendously this year, each and every one of them, not only in their character, but their leadership. And I can't wait to see what Tipton High School is going to hold for each and every one of you. And I always say this at the end of the year, I hope to see each and every one of you on the Tipton High School Honor Society roll roster. So my members this year, our president was Emily Hartley. Vice president was Cora Rodabaugh. Secretary was Ellen Huffhan. Treasurer Dylan Rockwell. Social chairman Sam Quigley. We had Avery Bittner, Lacey Bittner, Lila Boyer, Calvin Condict, Caleb Hare, Kaylee Horton, Kellen Husong, Rowan Maddox, and Marissa Rutherford. I'd like to present to you the 2020-2021 National Junior Honor Society at Tipton Middle School.
Kennedy Lancaster, Trice Marsh, Macy Nunemaker, Kenzie Nunemaker, Briley Shelley, Isla Wolfer, Berkeley Young, Childlyn Beach, Alexander Beeson, Alexis Gillum, Olivia Henderson, Jaden Pearson, and Genesis Valdez. very challenging curriculum. Some of you opted to take a high school level math class. Your English and literature classes caused you to work maybe even late into the evenings, but you rose to the challenge. So our AV honor roll in the 8th grade, Avery Bittner, Caleb Hare, Emily Hartley, Elle Huffhand, Kaylee Horton, Rowan Maddox, Wyatt McCartney, and Riley Wetz. In the 6th grade, our 6th grade team chose Addie Bunting. Our 7th grade team wanted to honor Lily McCord. Our next awards are the Citizenship Awards. These are students who are selected by their team teachers for their citizenship in and out of the classroom. Our 6th grade students, Aaliyah Davis and Cyrus Brumfield. our 7th grade students who show great citizenship inside and outside of the classroom, Avery McDonough and Nick Nasser. When selecting our Outstanding Citizenship Award in the 8th grade, we are looking for not only someone who is being a great citizen for their own grade level, but also for the grade levels below. And this year, we would like to recognize Sam Quigley and Marissa Rutherford. Every year we like to recognize the student who in the 8th grade has had the highest academic achievement, and we are able to give out the Jean Horton Award for the student with the highest GPA. This year's highest GPA is Cora Rodebaugh. Over 4.0. But below a 5.0. Okay, I have one more award, and this is an award that the office tends to pick, but this year we asked for some help from the teachers. And in asking for this, the student who is receiving this award was nominated by the 7th and 8th grade teachers and the office staff multiple times. She may not be the most academic student that we have, but she is the most dedicated to making this a great place to be. She always has a smile for anyone and everyone, which is hard with masks on. She is great at doing the little jobs, finding a piece of trash on the floor and throwing it away, offering a compliment to a friend or another classmate. And I am very honored to recognize for the Steve Van Horn Achievement Award, Olivia Robinson. A big speech to our outgoing 8th graders. And this year, I didn't write you one. I didn't because Mrs. McDonough had some special words for you. Okay? I'd like to read her special words for you, 8th graders. This is an excerpt of her letter to you. There are copies for anyone who would like a copy of Mrs. McDonough's full letter with Mrs. Whitehead today. So when you go to do your homeroom activities, if you can just ask your teacher to let you go down and you can pick one up from her. But here are some of the comments that she had that I think are really great for you to hear. in this setting, and then also for our 6th and 7th graders as well. Dear students, wow, you've made it. This year has been a whirlwind full of many challenges, but here you are, your last day of 8th grade. I want you to know that my heart is full of pride and gratitude when I think of you all, which is often. If I could have written a script for how this year would go, I would have written it differently. I wish with all my heart that I was at school with you today, watching you celebrate this year and all of your accomplishments, and looking ahead excitedly to your time at the high school. We talk a lot about your learning, your grades, your academics, but you are so much more valuable than those things. You are a person different from any other human being on this planet. Isn't that amazing? And you are designed and created to live your life fully. Part of your life includes learning all you can, and school is a part of that. But you are worth so much more than a test score, a 9 weeks grade, an honor roll, an award, or any number or measure of any kind. I love you all. Take care and keep in touch. Mrs. McDonald. All right, so the serious stuff is done for today, right? We are ready to party. We are ready to celebrate the end of this year. We have a few minutes before 6th grade starts their lunch, but you have activities in your homeroom.
Eli.
Please wait for your teachers to come and collect you to walk back calmly to your room. Thank you very much for being such a great audience today.
Evan, you ran. You would do.